Hey everybody, happy St. Patrick's Day. It's Jerome and Ashley here from Atmosphere Collectibles, and we have a really large used video to show. We have been trying to get this filmed like all week, and
Something happens.
so we're going to record this one. We do have our shipments are arriving today of the new releases, but first off, let's show some used.
All right.
You want to go first?
So yeah, this is in no particular order. We did have them in order, but it's been messed up. So this is Stilling Fire, Bruce Cockburn. This is 1984 Indie Press, and he has a new record.
Yeah, he's got one that's a new release that'll be coming out. This is Circa Survive, and the album is called Amulet, and this is a 2017. This version was limited to 100. It is numbered, and it comes with this screen printed outer sleeve. The record is black, and then this is the outer sleeve for the record, and yeah, this is numbered 1.
So yeah, that's a really hard one to find. Like, it doesn't pop up too often. Limited to 50. We got a couple Eric Claptons. We have the Blues World of Eric Clapton. And these were the World of were a budget series of comps that were done in the UK. So.
And then we've also got Just One Night. This is a 1980, and it is stacked full of hits. It's got Cocaine.
Every track on there.
Yeah, Lay Down Sally. It's a great one.
All right, so Brian Eno and David Byrne, My Life in the Bush, a Ghost from 1981.
And we have, now this is a mini LP. It's got 5 tracks on it, but one of the tracks is Blinded by Science, which is awesome. So it's Thomas Dolby, Blinded by Science, 5-track mini album from 1983.
All right, we have Younger Than Yesterday. This is a 1967 stereo red 360 Columbia label. The Birds.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So we've got a couple of Beach House. First up, we have Depression Cherry reissue with the furry cover, which is one of probably our favorite Beach House, although they do have a new album
It is a great album. Bloom's really good too. We also have 7 from 2018, which
we have
is
2
also
copies. Both of them are black vinyl. So
2018 press.
Okay, so this is a 12-inch single. It's from 1996, and it's DJ Cool, and it's Let Me Clear My Throat. So you've got the original version, Funk Master Flex remix, and 45 King Bass and Funk remix. But it's a classic song, so.
All right, we have The Doors, Morrison Hotel. This is a 1971 Terre Haute press with corner cut.
And then we have, this is a really cool one, and it'll probably get snatched up really fast. It's Kate Bush, The Whole Story. It's a compilation from 1986, and this is a specialty pressing. This is a gatefold, and it's got it's an amazing track list. It does have Running Up That Hill on it. But anyway, it is fantastic.
Gris, Dr. John, The Night Tripper. This is a 1987 reissue of the classic, very classic record.
It has a really cool hype sticker on there too. That's on the actual album that mentions the Rolling Stones list of must-have records. So
yeah, this is
cool.
Definitely, if you're not familiar with Dr. John, this is the one to start with.
So we've got from 1972, we've got the Delphonics. Tell Me This Is a Dream. This is some funk soul. It's got I'm a Man on it.
1982, we have Blondie, The Hunter, Terre Haute pressing.
All right, so we have a couple of Dead to Me records. This one is from 2008, and it's called Little Brother.
And that was the EP, and I believe we have I think this might have been their last full-length, Cuban Ballerina.
And this is some punk. It's on Fat Wreck Records. So we've got Crowbot, Something Supernatural. This is a 2014 exclusive web pressing. It's a splatter blue vinyl. Real pretty. The vinyl variant's real pretty on that.
So this is a 1974 Blood Rock Whirlwind Tongues, and this is Winchester pressed, and it's got the Jack Armour cover, which is really kind of a cool psychedelic cover. The cover is not in great shape, but it's hard to find these in great shape. Kind of reminiscent of Nick Drake's Pink Moon a little bit, same color scheme.
All right, we got some common ones. We got the Best of BTO, Bad Company, Straight Shooter, and Daryl Hall Notes. Oh yeah, from 1988.
So we have some Black Keys. We have El Camino 2011. This is US UK press. It does have the poster.
And although I think I have someone who just asked me for this yesterday, we've got a copy of Turn Blue from 2014 with the poster. I think this one's going to be probably sold just because I didn't know we had that one.
We've also got Attack and Release from 2008.
So this is a hard to find one. It's the Cure, The Walk, and it's original 1983. It's a 6-track mini LP. This is a Jacksonville pressing, and if you collect the Cure, you know that like all of these like EPs, they're gonna have like, you know, something that you're gonna need. I mean, it's a desirable
yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I think there was a 5-track version, and there's lots of 6-track versions, but this one people go after because it has the little circle thing in. So, but yeah, Cure 12 inches are really collectible. All right, so we have Black Country, and this is BCC 4. And this is Glenn Hughes, Jason Bonham, Joe Bonamassa, and Derek Sherrian. And I believe he was from Dream Theater. And obviously Glenn Hughes, Deep Purple, Black Sabbath, Trapeze, just a fabulous singer-bass player.
So we've got a really nice condition copy of Creedence Clearwater Revival, Bayou Country from 1969. This one's in the shrink, loose shrink, but it is in the shrink, which I don't see very often, but gotta love CCR. They're pretty fantastic.
So we have the Best of the Brew Brummels. This is 1981, Rhino Press. The great thing about Rhino, and they were putting out a lot of records when a lot of imports and stuff when a lot of other places weren't, and they continued pressing on through the 90s. But they did a lot of great stuff in the 80s and 90s, a lot of compilations. And for the most part, they sound fantastic.
So we have a couple of the Allman Brothers. We have from 79, Enlightened Rogue. And then this is a Win, Lose, or Draw. Got the Allman Brothers.
So we have some Beatles. We have a 1969 reissue stereo, green label, Winchester pressing of Revolver.
And then we have a 1978 Jacksonville purple label copy of Revolver. Both these this is in really good condition, yes. So really nice.
We've got Sgt. Pepper's Picture Disc. This is the German version. Same picture on both sides, and the sound quality on this, unfortunately, is not that great.
It's more of a collectible item,
but it would make a great piece for the music room to hang up or display, however you would like to display it.
So we have a 1976 UK import reissue of With the Beatles, and it is in great condition. Nice import cover, which I'm a huge fan of. Yeah, that's a nice one. And I grabbed that even though
it's not the Beatles, but it's 101 strings, plays the hits, written by the Beatles. And I've actually had people ask me for this before, 101 strings. There's a lot of
It's
people
almost like
that
the
don't collect them.
Vitamin String Quartet does, you know, My Chemical Romance, or, you know, like, but back in the day. So this is one of my favorite albums of all time. Or, well, wow, I love this album. It's Alabama Shakes, Sound and Color. This is a 2015 uh, Urban Outfitters white vinyl version. So this is kind of more of a collectible pressing of it. I can get in other newer pressings of it and expanded version of this, also on colored vinyl.
So we have Armed Forces, Elvis Costello and the Attractions. This is got the inner sleeve, and it's an undated press. Unfortunately, I don't know what year it came out. It's got the barcode, so.
We've got some ABBA. We have Waterloo from 75, and then we have from 79, we have Voulez-Vous. And this is just fun because it also has the order form sheet.
Yeah,
it's just fun to see the merch.
That insert was actually the cutoff point on that pressing, so the ones after it didn't have it. So we have Commander Cody and his Lost Planet Airman.
It's basically it's live in 1973.
Yes.
It's a live show. This is the Beastie Boys, License to Ill. This is the 2016 180 gram reissue, 30th anniversary edition.
We got a couple of Phil Collins. We got Face Values from 81, and we've got No Jacket Required from 85.
Yay. Alright. We have a couple of Laurie Anderson records. So we have a copy from 82. We have Big Science. And then we also have, this is an import box set. It's 5 records, and it's called Live
United States.
United States Live. Yes. And if you're not familiar with Laurie Anderson, it's sort of kind of more like arty, avant-garde.
Definitely experimental. Kind of came after punk rock. Really good stuff.
Yeah. Oh, it's your turn.
We've got some Clash. We've got Sandinista. This is a 1980 U.S. press. This is a hard record to find in good shape.
I have to check with someone. I think someone asked me for that a long time ago, so I might check with them. And then we also have the Clash Combat Rock. This is a 2022 red vinyl with poster copy.
Okay, Too Late to Cry, Widowmaker. This is from 1977. And this featured Bob Daisley, who would go on to be in Ozzy, and he was in a ton of bands before. And Hun Lloyd and Ariel Bender also play on this. So you got members of Chicken Shack, Hawkwind. But this is kind of proto-metal. It's kind of early getting into hard rock where it started to turn, 1977, Widowmaker.
Crazy Horse, self-titled, from 1971.
We have Testament, Souls of Black, 2019. This is music on vinyl, numbered, and it is red vinyl. The cover is really hard to see but it's a great record.
We also have Bob Dylan, Springtime in New York, Bootleg Series, Volume 16. This is 1980 to 1985, 2021 pressing. And I'll take this box.
All right, we have Spirit Box, Eternal Blue. Now this is white with blue splatter and a die-cut cover. It also includes the booklet insert.
We got a Chuck Berry Golden Decade. This is a 2LP compilation from 1972. And also we've got the Best of the Beach Boys going out.
Yeah, Chuck Berry is kind of like one of the fake stereo presses, but it was kind of a sought after. It's a great compilation. So this is Peddler, Street Corner Stuff, 1976, funk soul, a little bit of southern rock mixed in. Really interesting record. Worth checking out.
Baker Gervit's Army, Elysian Encounter from 1975. Let's
see, we have Gary Newman replicas, and this is a 1979 specialty press.
That's a harder to find record. It says it's actually under Gary Newman. So this one's actually under the Gary Newman and the Two Boy Army, which is the first, and then he just put
Gary
stuff
Newman.
under Gary Newman. So that's kind of cool.
You're not going to show the Bengals.
Well, I just showed it. I didn't.
Yeah.
I figured like
1986.
we have so many to show. Some of them I
Bengals
might
and
just.
stuff.
Some of them I might just hold up because there's so many of them.
Yeah.
So we've got Alice in Chains live at Larena Sheraton. This is a FM broadcast from 1990.
So we've got a couple of Panic at the Disco. We got Pray for the Wicked. This is a 2018 and
Death
Black
of-
Vinyl.
Death of a Bachelor.
Bachelor, yeah.
This is also black vinyl. So this is Michael Bloomfield, and it's called "It's Not Killing Me." This is some 1969 blues rock.
So we have 1985 CRC Low Life by New Order. Just a classic.
So we're big fans of Joy Division and New Order, and I thought I would show, if people aren't familiar with, where we got our logo from. So our logo is Atmosphere, Atmosphere in that font, and this is a Joy Division 12-inch single of Atmosphere. So now this isn't for sale, but we're gonna frame it up and just put it up, in the shop. But that's actually where we got our logo from. I thought that was be interesting to show.
We got a couple of Nirvana. We got Live at the Paramount, and this has the poster and backstage pass. 2019 press. The concert's from '91. Usually when we give the date, it's the pressing year, not the day it was originally released.
Correct.
So
we also have Light at Reading, and this is a 2LP pressed in 2009, and this concert was from 1992.
So we have Nectar recycled. This is 1976 Terre Haute press, and this is prog rock album, space rock, good stuff.
We got the 1975 self-titled. This is a 2014 clear vinyl.
1972 All the Young Dudes, Mott the Hoople.
And then we've got All Time Low, So Wrong It's Right. This is a 2015 reissue on black vinyl.
Joni Mitchell, Ladies of the Canyon. This is a 1976.
From 1980,
It's
we've
going to be a
got
hard to find record, actually.
Iggy Pop, Soldier.
Got some Judas Priest. We have 1984 issue of the best of. This basically is all the real early stuff, the first three records, compilation of the first three records, the gold stuff. It's just, I don't know.
Great. So
yeah, I love it.
that's actually what finally turned me into a fan of Judas Priest. It wasn't my favorite, and that's actually like my sweet spot for when it comes to Judas Priest. Jerome played that so much in the shop that finally it clicked. So this is also a good one too. It's Judas Priest Reflections 50, and it's a compilation. It's red vinyl. There's also live tracks on here, and it is pretty superb.
It's great. All Priest is great, except for
Well,
maybe Turbo.
Jerome's opinion, but just not necessarily mine. So this is David Gray, and the album is called Skellig. It's a 2021 European press on black vinyl.
So this is a band I'm not really familiar with. This is a 2016. The band is The Neighborhood, and the album is Wiped Out.
I think they're like indie pop. They're pretty popular, and I don't know. Mike Watt, Contemplating the Engine Room. This is a 2017 Record Store Day Black Friday, limited to 1,500 copies. It is the first vinyl pressing of this, and it's got an HD side, and it was pressed at Palace.
This is kind of a cool one. This is Monk Montgomery, Bass Odyssey.
And that's like funk soul, right?
It's got some funk soul, some jazz, like it's
Yeah, that's a cool.
a little bit of blues. It's
All right, so we have Russian Circles Guidance. This is 2016 post rock, really good. This is great music to like play in the background while you're like, you know, getting work done or whatever. But anyway, it's in the shrink. It's black vinyl version.
good stuff. We have a lot of inexpensive R&B that's kind of hitting the floor from the 70s. Stuff like The Main Ingredient. So it'd be worth coming in to check it out and look
Shirtless.
through and see what we've got.
This is party main ingredient and business main ingredient.
Get a little bit of it all. All right, we've got some Led Zeppelin.
Grab these.
We have a 1976 copy of Presents with the embossed cover on the front and the back too, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
And then
This underrated record. Like I never got into this one until
a couple years ago, we were playing it in the shop, and we were like,
I
"Oh
always
man, this is
thought
awesome."
this was not as bad as Coda, but I never thought it was one of their great records. Now I would say I like it's probably my second favorite Zeppelin record.
So then we have 2014 reissue of Houses of the Holy.
Everybody's favorite Led Zeppelin Coda from 1982 specialty pressing. But you got to complete the collection. So
Yeah, you're gonna have to buy it
you're gonna have
eventually.
to get it.
So we've got the soundtrack from the film. The song remains the same. This is a 1976. It does have the booklet stapled in the inside. I mean, complete, nice condition. It's a good one.
All right. So we got Melanie Martinez, Crybaby from 2015 with the booklet. This is on black vinyl. It comes with one of the coolest art booklets I've ever seen in a record.
All right, we have some of the Who. We have Face Dances from 1981. It does include the poster.
The Kids Are All Right, The Who. This is 1979.
With the booklet.
Pygmyville Press. It has the booklet.
And then we have Live at Leeds. This is 1979. Now, it does not have like the inserts or anything, but it's still a great concert to
It has
have.
a very odd MCA choral label, one that is very rarely used, so I didn't even recognize it. It took me forever to date it.
This is the London Symphony performs Tommy, and it is got the booklet. It's in a nice little box. And even though it's not the Who playing, it's the Who music. So I thought I would show those
All
together.
right, we have some more Who somewhere.
Well, they might not be all
Mini Me,
together.
Big and Bouncy, and
Okay.
all right, we'll go
Well,
on. So we have Mercy Union, the Query, and this is has the insert 2019 import limited edition red vinyl.
we have some Neil Young. We have a beautiful copy from 1978 with
It
the
is
textured
very
cover
beautiful.
of Harvest Moon.
You never see that album in good shape. You just don't.
It's just not often.
And we have Everybody Knows, This Is Nowhere, and this is a Terre Haute Press.
This is a group called The Beginner's Mind, and this album's called Don't Lose Your Mind. And this is a 2018, it's like psych garage folk, kind of. I love the cover art. It reminds me of 13 Floor Elevators. The music isn't as like garage punk, you know, or garagey as 13 Floor Elevators, but worth checking out if you like that style.
So we got some Little Feat. This is a late 70s Jacksonville Press of Dixie Chicken. It's a great title for a record.
And then we've got Hoi Hoi from 1981.
You gotta love that.
Gotta
cover.
love that cover art with the dog and the antlers on it, and a Hawaiian lei.
All right, we have the Leonard Skinner Freebird picture disc. This is another one that I think the B-side Sweet Home Alabama, but it doesn't matter because sound quality's not great. But it is another one that makes a great, decoration for the music room.
It's got a baseball and a gun and stuff on the cover.
So,
Our buddy at Unsolved No More would like that.
Yeah.
So we've got Lincoln Park Hybrid Theory. Now this is a 2013 limited edition record store day pressing, which comes with an extra 10-inch, a poster, and like a bumper sticker. So this is a little bit pricier than like the average copy of this. I mean, not terrible, but here's the sticker, nice fold out poster, and then the 10-inch is one step closer, and the B-side is My December. So that's cool.
We have a couple Kinks records. From 1967, we have the Live Kinks. This is a VG copy. And then we have the Greatest Hits. This is also a VG copy. But these are really hard to find records, and these are great play copies. Worth checking out.
So cool. I love that kind of stuff. So we've got Boris Amplifier Worship from 2010. This was a limited edition of 2,000 black copies reissue, but it must be like harder to find this pressing at the moment.
We have some 80s Elton John. We have Jump Up from 1982.
Breaking Hearts from 84. And then from 77, we have Empty Sky. So this is a compilation tribute to Tony Sly. So it's called The Songs of Tony Sly, a tribute. And it's a 2013 clear vinyl. It's a Fat Records release. And it's got all kinds of people on here. Rise Against, Bad Religion, NoFX, Teenage Bottle Rocket, Pennywise, Alkaline Trio, Gaslight Anthem, Yellow Card. It's got a lot of people on it. So
we've got Tapestry from 71. This is a Terre Haute press.
So this is the group Daughters with an S, and it's the album. It's called Canada Songs, and this is a 2021 reissue of 2,000 copies on black vinyl. It's single-sided, and don't confuse Daughters with Daughter. Daughter is like an ethereal folk band that we also really love, and they have a new album that will be coming out soon. And this is Daughters, like the more metal, heavier type music. So, but they're both good.
So we got Journey picture disc, Don't Stop Believing. The B side is actually the Journey story. So it's non-music, but cool picture disc. Another great one to decorate.
Yeah.
Modern picture discs actually sound pretty good.
Yeah.
The 80s stuff and the 90s stuff, though, it is more of a decoration than...
Right. So this is Uriah Heep, Innocent Victim, and it's got an alternate cover. It's a club release.
Nothing Shocking, Jane's Addiction, 2009 reissue, 180 grams. This is one of those records that kind of was really big right when music really started to change.
So this is one we don't see very often, and it's a Virgin Prunes, If I Die, I Die. It's a 1982 Italian import. It's original press. If you're into goth, post-punk, and all that, we don't see this often, so it'll probably sell fast.
And that is one that probably would have cost you $30 10 years ago. So it is literally not gone up. So this is Joan Jett, the first sessions. This is a 2015 RSD limited to 4,000 black and white split vinyl.
So this is a 1978. It's Betty Wright live, and it's a debated live album.
Yeah, this is the one where
featuring slams. Okay.
Yeah, she kind of slams. Is it Al Green she really goes off on? Or I don't know. But there's two versions of this record. This is the uncensored version.
I mean, not for cursing though. I mean,
no,
it's when it's censored because she kind of like was live and she might have talked she threw some shade around at other artists.
How he got his
that he paid for his
reverend,
yeah. Something like that.
But And a lot of people don't think this is a live record, but it.
We
sounds
listened to
live,
it in the shop, yeah.
So,
All right, so this is one that I think Mackie asked us about when the first time he came in here, but I could be wrong. But it is Johnny Winter Second Winter, and it's the three-sided version. But this cover is, even though it's got a little bit of wear on the front, it's probably the nicest cover of this album that you know, we don't see this out. It's always like rough.
so side 4 of that is blank. There are versions where side 4 plays at 45 speed, and the other versions all play at 33 speed, and that's pretty crazy. Like, because if you don't remember, you throw it on, and so we got some George Harrison. We have Extra Texture, which this is the best cover I've ever seen of this. None of this is like messed up. It's still in the shrink. Every time I see this record, it's always, you know.
Yeah, because like, you know, the little bits between the letters will, you know, tear and stuff.
Yeah.
All right, so this is the best of George Harrison, and this is a 1981 UK import compilation, also in the shrink. We've gotten this in quite a few times over this past year.
All right, we got a European import of Sammy Hagar's 3-lock box from 1982.
Okay, so this one isn't used technically, but it's a new release that came in a couple weeks ago, and I don't know how it happened, but it's open on the edges, so I went ahead and just priced it as a used record. But it is Steven Wilson, Hand Cannot Erase. Now this is the reissue that came out this past month, and it's never been played. It's in the shrink, and it was voted Album of the Year in 2015 by Prog Magazine. So, yeah.
All right, we have I Just Can't Stop, the English beat. This is a 1982. This is a RCA matrix, no barcode. It's kind of a hard record to get, like, but the English beat.
So we got Kim Wilde, Another Step from 1986.
All right, you can keep going. I'm gonna move
All
some
right.
more of these over
So this is was a trade-in. I'm not familiar with it, but it's still sealed. It's from 2022. It's on crystal blue vinyl, and it's Yaya Bay, and it's called Remember Your North Star. So it's the debut album from Yaya Bay. We got a little ZZ Top Afterburner. We got The Ventures, The Horse from 1968, and it's a VG Plus condition.
That's,
The Ventures
you
and
never
VG
see that
Plus.
in good shape. You just don't. It doesn't exist. So.
So this is a cool one. It's from 1968. It's Ultimate Spinach, self-titled. That's some good stuff there.
Nas Illmatic, 2014.
We've got Run the Jewels 2, and this is the special edition with the poster on a till vinyl with stickers, and this has the track Love Again, and it has the credit of featuring Gangsta Boo.
I think we have another Run the Jewels.
We do. Oh, I guess they got...
No, it's in here. I just have
I'll go to the other hip-hop while you're looking. So then we also have Kids See Ghost. This is a 2018 black vinyl.
2017 Run the Jewels 3. This also has all the stickers and goodies that came with it originally.
So this is a super cool 1985 original of Run DMC, Kid of Rock, or King of Rock. Oh my gosh, it's a Kid of Rock. King of Rock. Love Run DMC.
Did you do the Gorillas?
No, not yet.
All right, we have Plastic Beach. This is EU press, 180 gram, Gorillas.
Where's that blue record?
Uh,
And then we also have Kanye West Ye from, this is a 2018. Oh, there we go.
right there. And Jesus is King, 2020 Blue Translucent.
Vinyl.
Kanye West.
Okay. So you want to do some jazz?
I think that might be all the hip hop.
All right, so this is a 1957 Chet Baker, and it's called Big Band, and the artwork is freaking awesome.
All right, we have Coleman Hawkins, Bud Powell, Hawkins, Germany. This is 1972. Orange label. There's a label right there.
It's a really cool looking label. So we have John Coltrane, Love Supreme, a 2015 reissue.
All right, this is kind of neat. This is a Charlie Bird direct disc recording. This is on white vinyl. There's a couple different versions of this. This one's on 45. And this is one of those where it was recorded straight onto the master live in the studio. Like it was live. So you only had one chance. So you couldn't mess up. But he's a fabulous guitarist. Like.
So we've got Miles Davis, Sketches of Spain. This is a 2012 reissue in mono, 180 gram.
We have Miles Davis from 1971.
And then we've got a 2015 press of Miles Davis, Blue Haze.
All right, now we've got some more jazz.
Yeah.
You know what's that?
Oh, okay, here we go.
Okay.
Gotcha. All right, so we have multiple copies of Miles Davis, Kinda Blue.
Yeah,
so
I pulled 4 copies. We have a lot more, but these are the ones.
So I'm going to start off with the 2010 reissue.
And this is the 2019 stereo.
Reissue.
Yeah.
And then we've got a 1959 U.S. mono Columbia 6i, and there you go on that. And
Gotta love those 6i, Columbia 6i labels. We have a 1959 stereo misprint Columbia 6i. Kind of a pricey record, but one you're not going to see every day. So.
all right, and then we have Ella Fitzgerald, Songs in a Mellow Mood. This is a 1954 Richmond pressing.
All right, Why My Lady Sleeps. This is Phineas Newborn Jr. This is 1957. Easy listening jazz, relaxing, you know.
Then we have Duke Ellington, it's Johnny Hedges, and it's Ellingtonia 56. Yeah. It's a 1956 big band type jazz. We've also got Etta James, The Second Time Around. Now, this is a 1961, and it's one that, you know, we don't see come in very often, and so that's pretty darn cool.
Herbie Mann, At the Village Gate, 1962, red and purple label. This is the mono.
We've got Sarah Vaughan, A Time in My Life, and this is a 1971 white label promo.
All right, so this is the Three Sounds Black Orchid, and this is Blue Note. This is a VG copy.
It's from 1962.
But it's a great play copy, and it's another one you're not gonna find, you know.
So I found the rest of The Who.
Right.
So we've got The Who, Who's Next from 1971. We've also got Who's Last. This is a 1984 Columbia Club Press.
And Meaty Beaty, Big and Bouncy, and this was a 1980 compilation, MCA.
So this is the Vogue's 5 O'Clock World from 1971.
Yeah, you'll have to start using that over there because
Yeah.
I'm out of room. All right, we have U2 War 2008.
We're gonna have to
This is one of those records everybody needs.
go a little faster. So we've got Phil Spector's Greatest Hits. This is a 2 LP compilation from 1977, I believe. Fantastic. Gotta have it.
1975, more heavy traffic with the corner cut, unfortunately.
Okay, so the last copy I had of this in was autographed and it was claimed up real fast. I need to check with the person who missed out on that to see if they need one. But this is White Tiger, self-titled. This is in shrink with the insert from 1986.
Bermuda Triangle, Tomita, the Bermuda Triangle. This is coral vinyl, which is pink vinyl.
So this is the Record Store Day Black Friday release from 2018, limited to 2,000 copies on purple swirl vinyl. It's the Jazz Dispensary Purple Funk Volume 2. Now on this Record Store Day, there's a new Jazz Dispensary coming out. We did order a good amount of those. They're quite popular. People really like them.
2014 issue of Third Eye Blind, music on vinyl, 180 gram import.
Now they did reissue that Third Eye Blind, so I can get, I think different reissue, but that's the music on vinyl version. It's a little pricier. So this is a picture disc from 1984 of the Sun Records Greatest Hits.
A lot of picture discs going out this week. We've got some sticks. We've got Paradise Theater from 81. We've got Grand Illusion from 77. And we've got Crystal Ball from 76. I really stocked the sticks and Toto and all that stuff. So even if we don't do a used video next week, we will have it going out on the floor because I made sure there were extra copies. So.
Okay, so video game vinyl soundtracks, I collect them. So it's really cool whenever I'm able to, or whenever we have some going out. This is the first one I have here is Super Smash Brothers, the Ultimate Kirby Selections. This is a 2022 pressing. Look at that cover art. It is black vinyl. Like on the video game vinyl stuff, they do have more collector type pricing.
Yeah, and that is one we really had to hunt to get because we missed it when it came out.
All right, so then we also have Resident Evil soundtrack and drama, and this is a limited edition. It is called, the variant says Umbrella variant. It does have a nice book on the inside. It's a 2 LP. Again, these video game vinyl soundtracks are a little bit pricey, like they're more collector type prices.
Yes. The really cool thing though is if you know the Umbrella logo, the record itself kind of fits with it. And
pretty cool.
We don't have that version. We have some sort of splatter version, but that is definitely a really cool version. All right, so this is Lumbamra Malink Evertina, and this is neoclassical from 2014, 10-inch. I'm really not familiar with it. I should be, but I'm not. So anybody that knows what that is, you know.
They'll recognize it when they see it. So we've got 1985 Breakfast Club soundtrack. This is one of those records like Quiet Expresses where you put it up in the light and it's like translucent. But it's original of the Breakfast Club soundtrack, which is a great one.
I have 3 nieces. 2 of them are really into Harry Styles so much they're going to be seeing Harry Styles in London. But this is a Fine Line from 2019, clear black and white splatter with poster.
And then we've got a black vinyl copy of Harry's House with the booklet.
So, Harry Styles. All right, we have Rod Stewart. Every Picture Tells a Story. And this is 1978. This is a great record. If you haven't heard it, listen to it. This and Gasoline Alley, everybody should own them. He always had great musicians backing him, from Ron Wood, Ron Lane, Jeff Beck, Carmine Peace. I mean, not necessarily on this one, but I'm just saying he always had top-notch musicians. And his 70s, his early stuff is really underrated. It's really good.
Okay, so we want to do these soundtracks here?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Okay. All right, heads up, Cody. We've got some soundtracks coming. So this is the story of Who Framed Roger Rabbit. It's from 1988. However, there is not a book. There's no book with it, but it includes it includes dialogue and music from the original motion picture soundtrack. Thought that was super cute.
So this is not a soundtrack, but it kind of fits in that, this is Switched on Bach, Walter Carlos. This is a 1970, and you can tell it's it's a reissue because he's not sitting in a chair; he's actually standing up. But very cool record. If you haven't heard it, it's electronic experimental, and I'm gonna speed it up. All right.
So we've got Tchaikovsky, The Nutcracker. This is 1978. Really cool cover art there.
All right, so we have Chipmunk Punk, and this is basically Chipmunks doing the Knack, the Cars, Tom Petty, Linda Ronstadt, and all your other favorite punk artists. I think there's some Billy Joel, Queen.
Okay,
Other
that
people,
looks like
but fun record.
we should play it later. So this is the complete music from the movie Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, as performed by Abbey Road 78. So this is actually not the Beatles playing it. It's some kind of tribute thing.
No, it's not.
Okay, it's a fake out. Good catch, Ashley.
I've never actually been able to figure out what it is. To be
Okay.
honest with you. Even more dazed and confused. They found your stash again. This is a purple with pink splatter, 2018, limited to 1,300 copies. This is a pretty expensive version of this record. You can find other versions a lot cheaper, but this seems to be the one everybody wants.
According to the price point.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got music from the original motion picture soundtrack, Jaws. This is from 1975, and I recently saw a paint-by-number kit of this cover, and I collect paint-by-number paintings, although I don't paint them.
Now that's
so
not the
if
one
somebody
with the
wants to
iron
paint it
on.
for me, I could buy it. Oh yeah, there's no iron on it.
No iron on. That's a different press. This is Bob Dantai and the Web Spinners. This is The Amazing Spider-Man, a rock comic, and this is from 1972. It does have the poster.
I need to check with my friend Corey because he's a huge Spider-Man fan. But that's a super cute one. Now I've only got one of these, and I feel like it's going to be a highly sought out, or like people are going to want this one. And it's the original motion picture soundtrack of Little Shop of Horrors. I haven't really seen this one. It's from 1986, but I've got a few people who are after soundtracks, so I know that will be probably cleaned up really fast.
We had a lot of the K-Tel comps come in, and I threw most of them in the $4
Some
bin.
of them were sealed,
But the sealed ones I just couldn't throw in the $4 bin.
but
so,
they're very close to $4.
Yeah, they're not pricey.
Now this one here is a 2-record set from 1978, but these are like the original stars doing the actual music. So these are great party records. Don't pass over these.
No,
All
these are
compilations.
fun compilations. Like sometimes definitely don't. Need an entire record by band, especially a lot of them on the K-Tel.
Right, and no offense to like Bonnie Tyler, but you might not need the whole album, but you might want like the big hits, or
Yes,
compilations
this
are
has
fun.
Blondie, Peaches and Herb, Chick, Foxy,
You're gonna
Foreigner,
have to do this
Orleans, Pablo Cruz, Captain and Tennille. So
That's
yeah.
good. All right, so we got Twisted Sister, Under the Blade from 1985. Now this has got the remixed and add-on track.
It's remastered, and it has the remastered, and it has the extra track that they added on when they redid the record. This is Trash. Watch out. This is from 1983. It is a non-discog version. This is a European import. This is a really hard record to find any version of, so not terribly expensive considering how rare it is.
Okay, so I get a lot of people want this record, and it's been out of stock with my distributor. I think I've had it on back order for a while now. It's Rammstein, and I can't pronounce it, but it's the one with Du Hast on it. It's a 2017 reissue, 180 gram with the insert booklet.
All right, so this is this Carcass, Choice Cuts from 2016. And this is a great record. You basically get a live record. Then the first side of the first record is just classic Carcass. And second side is later tracks, but still good tracks. So you can't go wrong with this. Everybody should own this.
So we've got Overkill Horoscope from 2017. This was a Rhino Start Your Year Off Right title, but technically it is the first vinyl pressing of this album.
LA Guns from 1988. This is a European import. There are a lot of people looking for this record. I think she has a list, so I don't know. It may hit the floor if she doesn't.
Yeah. We have found people so I'm not 100% sure who needs it still, but let me know if you need one. So we've got Monster Magnet, Spine of God. This is a 2017 import.
This Godless Endeavor, Nevermore, 2018, black vinyl, HD side. You never have enough Nevermore.
So we've got Ozzy Osbourne, Blizzard of Oz, limited edition picture disc from 2011.
So this is Kiss Destroyer. This is the 2016 remastered, remixed, and on black vinyl. This is one where they up the bass, and actually, normally, I don't like it when they remix records. I don't mind remasters when they remix it sometimes, but this they did a fabulous job on. I actually prefer this mix over the original, which is never thought I'd say.
So we got Megadeth, Warheads on Foreheads. This is a box set from 2019. It's a 4-record set, and Jerome says it's essential. If you're into Megadeth, it's essential. I think. Oh wait.
I've been putting them in here.
Yeah.
All right.
So we still have quite a lot to show.
So
I don't know.
We gotta get on through these.
We gotta hurry up. We've also got Black Sabbath, the Ultimate Collection. This is how many records? 4?
4 records.
2, 4.
It's a great collection. Obviously, it covers all the Ozzy years. Even with 4 records, there are some tracks that are obviously left off. There is no warning.
Interesting packaging.
But everybody should own. It's great. Stop Making Sense. This is has the booklet. It's 1984, limited edition.
I don't know how come they don't reissue this album. This is my favorite live album, even though it's pseudo live, but it's my favorite Talking Heads anyway.
Yeah, if it's counted as a live record, then it is definitely the greatest live record of all time.
Yeah, but yeah, this special version comes with a booklet, and since that's not an imprint record, I always have people ask me for it, so you just have to let me know right away, because once it's I don't get them in as often as you think for Talking Heads being as popular as they are.
It's a great record.
So we've got a 2019 reissue on 180 gram of Tears for Fears, The Hurting.
Stray Cats, Rock Therapy, 1986. This is the Allied Press.
Okay, so I'm going to show this one. This is a complicated one. So this was available on the David Bowie website. It was a web store exclusive. And it's David Bowie Brilliant Live Adventures 1995 to 1999. And it's a 6 LP or 6 set box set. And each record was individually individually released. You bought the records individually, and then you could also buy the box. So it was all separate. So this box is actually empty. And then the 6 records that come in it, I did have all these in the order that they were, but I think I've got them backwards. So we have liveandwell.com. This is 2 LP. I think all of these were supposed to be limited to 4,000. We've got Look at the Moon, Live in Phoenix Festival 1997.
It's
also
a really nice set if you have them all.
This is a trifold, and it's a 2 LP.
Those are all still sealed.
No Trendy Réchauffé. It's Live in Birmingham, 1995. Another 2 LP. Then we've got Live in Dallas, 95. 2 LP. I'm not going to try to read that. Some of these titles are in French. Or Something in the Air, live in Paris, 1999. Also another, it's a 2LP. And then David Bowie at the Kit Kat Club, live in New York, 1999.
And those all the original issues of those.
Yes.
I know some of them got reprinted, so.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure on that, but I think that's what I read.
Crazy when they do stuff like that. But we got some Robert Plant, some Scandal.
We've got some Police.
And those are actually, one of those is it a Quicks disc or? Okay, this one here is kind of it's an odd cover because it's just a hard one to find, and it's translucent vinyl and blah blah.
No, I'm sorry. We've got a lot to show still. So we've got Primus Selling the Seeds of Cheese reissue from 2013, and Miscellaneous Debris from 2018.
We've got Queen from '73, Terre Haute, non-embossed press.
And the Greatest Hits 2LP reissue.
All right, we've got some Rush. You want to show that box?
Yes. So this is the Hemisphere's 40th anniversary box from 2018, and it is 3 LP. It's got a lot of bonus content of live material that's really excellent.
The book is really cool. The alternate album cover with the red brain is really cool.
I would frame these and put them up on the wall, like side by side, because it's so cool. But
I would listen to those, and I would frame this one. This is another Hemispheres. This is a 1978 picture disc.
And then we've got a Farewell to Kings from 1977, a Terre Haute pressing.
Fly By Night 2019 reissue. Remastered, 180 gram.
And then now we've got a 1978 picture disc of Steve Miller Band, Book of Dreams. Again, artwork, not necessarily for sound quality, but it's super cute, and it actually has the cover.
Savoy Brown, Street Corner Talking, 1971. This is the gatefold. Everybody always asks me for this record, and usually when I find it, it's beat up. This copy is good player.
So we've got Sia, This Is Acting. This is a 2016. One record's white, one record is black. Of course, I mean, it has to be.
All right, the world's most primitive band, The Saints. This is, I believe, pink vinyl from 2021. And The Saints, great band, post-punk. Also, another great band, The Stranglers. This is Radis Nervius, however you say that, but this is a fabulous record.
Did you
This
do
is
these
first
small
press,
pieces?
no.
So these are some hard to find ones. We've got From the Beginning, from the Small Faces. This is a 1967 UK import mono, and it's hard to find. It's a pricier version.
We also have the self-titled from 1966, and this is also a UK import mono. And these are hard records to find.
Yes.
These will probably sell online because they are kind of pricey. They are super neat to see, and
yeah,
you know, they were great to play. A lot of fun.
Show the Stranglers?
I did show the Stranglers.
Ooh, nice. Oh,
this is a really cool one. This is the Riviera's Campus Party. This is a band from South Bend, Indiana. They put out an album, and it had California Sun, which 65, which ended up being a huge hit. Then they started their own record label and put out a ton of 45s with that blue label. Used to find them a long time ago with Showboats and Scoop labels and stuff. This is a band from South Bend, Indiana. It's surf, and later on they kind of became like a dance beat band, but the Rivieras, and this is Campus Party, their second. And it's also on their label Riviera Records. And we got to speed it up, so we're gonna. All
right, so we've got, this is a bootleg from 1998. It's a hard to find one. It is Pearl Jam live at Melbourne Park, Australia, March 5th, 1998. And it is S on My D presents show number 126, week of July 22nd.
This is the Rolling Stones Hot Rock, 1964 to 1971. It's a two
You can
LP
just set that down
set.
right there. We'll be right with you.
Everybody should know this. Everybody should own this, really. So,
Do you want
Rolling
me to
Stones.
keep going?
Yeah, we're gonna do a few more, and then we've got to stop because we've got people in here now.
All right.
So, did you see
So,
that other Stones?
yeah, I put it closer to the front. It's in there. It's right here. Okay, so this is really cool. It is Rolling Stones Let It Bleed, and it's a Taiwan import from '73. But I love it because it's got the pink background cover. I mean, it's just a cool piece.
This is an Indianapolis press. This is a Louis Berlin. It's a great copy.
All right, so we've got Radiohead, The King of Limbs, 2011.
We've got Dark Side of the Moon, Pink Floyd. And this is a 2016. It has one sticker, one poster.
And then we have The Dark Side of the Moon demo. This is on green marble vinyl, and it's like an unofficial release. We haven't listened to this yet, but it sounds interesting, so we might throw it on today. Do you want to go ahead and wrap this up now?
Yeah, I'll tell you what, we'll show the
got-
rest of these with the other video when we do the new later on.
We got
Today.
Prince Originals, a 2019 black vinyl, and
You showed the Quattro.
no, not yet. We'll
Susie
just show these.
Quattro, self-titled. This is her first record. This is an original press, and if you haven't heard Susie Quattro, you should. It's great 70s rock. It's just rock, but it's really good.
All right, so we're gonna
We'll
wrap
leave it
this
at
up.
that.
I'm still waiting on FedEx for our new releases. I've got part of our new releases, but we're open now, so we'll try to squeeze that video in as some point. And we appreciate you for watching, and
All right, thanks
have
a
a
lot.
great day. We'll be back. See you soon.